Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. We have seen...
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And here's Russell. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Gallinari surveying the D. Down low. Paul outside. To the paint. Here's Adams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way. Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. To the left wing. Oklahoma City moving it around. Adams' shot is off.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Out to Gallinari. Lets it go with the 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside Russell. Hernan Gomez passes to Russell. 6 to shoot over Paul. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Back to Paul. A 3-ball. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Johnson goes in. Keeps it alive. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns can be a 20-10 guy consistently. This guy is a workhorse on the glass.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. Diallo, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Timberwolves leading by 4. Culver dishes to Towns. From past the arc. That shot off the mark. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Pass to Culver. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Diallo. Reed the pass to Noel. Here's Here's Reed, just 5 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the line for him here, and the first one drops.
At the line for 2.
Good on both. Diallo with it. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. And taken away by Johnson. And stolen by Diallo. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Ferguson kicks to Diallo. To end the cold streak, Ferguson's shot is good.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Noel passes to Johnson. Here's Noel. 36 seconds left in the first. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Clock at 6. The pass to Layman. That's tipped and stolen by Noel. Now here's Diallo. He's guarded closely, and he gets the bucket.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
The Timberwolves shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Johnson, the pass to Noel. Now Culver, back to Layman. Here's Reed, and the layup falls.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. And we'll get it going after this. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going into the summer, a lot of guys that have made that jump.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
The talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Culver, and it's Layman in at the 3. Passes to Culver. Here's Reed. He's got 6. Inside. Culver's shot is off.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
And standing 6'7", Jarrett Culver with great positional size at that combo guard position.
You know what, Greg? He has drawn some parallels to Karis LeVert with his frame. And obviously similar styles, too. Both guys very fluid off the dribble.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Alinari comes in for Mike Muscala. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And it's Paul in for Dennis Schroeder. Paul for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
Alinari on the wing. Paul for 3. Rebound by Okogie.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Russell passes to Okogie. Back to Russell. Snatched away. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. The shot by Paul, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Well, that's how you bring out the best in your teammates. Towns is a prolific scorer, but guess what? He'll find you if you're open.
Ball surveying the floor to the middle, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Diallo's checked in. Lets it go from 11, and it's off the back rim. No good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Now Beasley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, this is what makes Towns so dangerous. Pick and roll, pick and pop. He can take you either way off that screen.
There's 1:54 left here in the second. Beasley against Adams. Trying to find Gallinari and gets it to him.
Indoors, when you just look at...
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Call is doubled. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul outside. Pass to Diallo. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Paul. Launches it. The Thunder with another miss.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Okogie misses.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity. Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
Johnson out to Russell. On the wing, Johnson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Some changes for Minnesota. Lehman, he's checked in for Okogie, and Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Then for the Thunder, Noel's checked in for Diallo, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
Well, as a young player, Danilo Gallinari played in some pressure-packed environments. I think he played for Milan in Italy. They love their hoops and take it seriously. And then straight to the Knicks as a 20-year-old. Boy, he can handle the spotlight.
Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Timberwolves leading by 3. Right side Towns. Lehman pass to Towns. Here's Reed. Out to the wing. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that's a wrap.
after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Ball out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the small forward. To the paint, it's deflected. Towns with the steal. Here's Hernan Gomez, and finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And Doris, no doubt that Karl Anthony Towns has taken a much bigger leadership role on this Minnesota team.
No doubt, Greg. Once the departure of Jimmy Butler was secured, then the leadership role squarely falls on the shoulders of Karl Anthony Towns. Now, his style is totally different. He wants to be a bit more encouraging, but there's no question. He's the best player. He's got to lead the charge.
Okogie controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I'll tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Diallo's checked in, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Minnesota has possession. Gilgeous-Alexander with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Schroeder. Lays it up off the glass. Schroeder's got his first points in this one.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
And then Culver with the dunk.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can overcome certain offensive limitations. You saw it right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel. 5 to shoot. Schroeder kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Noel. Got a piece of it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Both teams deciding to change it up. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Ferguson with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 6. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Pass to Layman. 1:36 left in the third. Beasley's checked in for the Timberwolves. .136 left in the third quarter. To the inside. It's stolen by Muscala. One-on-one fast break. Beasley with the steal. And they're pushing it up. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
You can see the vision and instincts of Jarrett Culver, able to spot the wide open man and hit him in rhythm.
There's the pass to Lehman. Johnson with it. That one drops for him. And now it's an 8-point Minnesota lead.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Down low, here's Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Beasley, the pass to Lehman. Timberwolves passing it around. Culver kicks to Beasley. Passes it to Culver. Back to Beasley. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. That one good for 2. Reeves got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
And they're just doomed if they keep letting them post up like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
So both teams making some changes here. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Ferguson. And there's the call on Jake Lehman. That is his first foul of the game. Paul, no one around him. Offline with his 3. And so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing up. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Lehman. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Beasley. And it's Okogie in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Boy, you think over the course of Chris Paul's career, he will have had a 10-year stretch where he was the best point guard in the league. But perhaps the value of his leadership qualities will be the thing he's most remembered for. Competitive spirit, pushing his team to the next level. What a career.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Terrence Ferguson. Here's Okogie. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 6. Dort passes to Adams. Again, the Thunder score.
Well, Steven Adams was a bit raw when he entered the league, but you can see right there how sound he has become as a finisher on the interior.
Russell with a wide open look. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul with the 3. They get it back. There's the 3. Here's Adams. Pass to Paul. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And Russell gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Paul outside. Right wing. Here's Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. It's stolen.
Really poor pass there, guys, and the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Timberwolves leading by 4. Russell passes to Hernan Gomez. Back to Russell. Goes up at the stripe. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Back to Gallinari. They get a hand on it. Towns with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Over to the wing. Russell kicks to Hernan Gomez. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, battling hard. That's an impressive move by Towns. He'll go to the stripe.
James Johnson's checked in for Juan Hernan Gomez. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Paul puts up a deep 3. Oklahoma City gets it back to the middle. A second chance effort. And with that shot, the Minnesota Leafs got to just 7 on the basket from Adams.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Thunder trailing by 7.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Oklahoma City has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Okogie. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Okogie's got 4 points now in the quarter. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Paul outside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul outside. Here's the 3. Shot clock at 6. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Now the Timberwolves with it. The pass to Okogie. Russell with it. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. 9-point game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
As physical a player as there is in the entire NBA, Steven Adams putting the defense in a tough spot.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Here's Minnesota. Okogie, the pass to Johnson. Towns for 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Passes it to Burton. Now Schroeder to the wing right side. And so Minnesota takes the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing. beautiful day as it usually is here in Phoenix. And with tip.
Well, Kevin, Devin Booker.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. And the dunk by Booker.
Booker with quickness in transition. A guy with that kind of shot getting loose out in the break, that could be trouble.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization. Well, the defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Paul outside. Poke loose. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Paul. Here's Oubre. Ayton trying to break free. Oubre can't get it to go. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Shoots over Rubio. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Phoenix, another fast break opportunity here. Gallinari with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. He's got a clear path, and Ayton throws it down.
Oubre just does a great job right there of getting that steal.
Paul looking around. Pass to Dort. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Adams finds Gilgeous-Alexander from 11 feet away.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
And it's in there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score, or just great ball movement.
Now the pass to Paul. Adams down low. Covered by Oubre.
Adams just continuing to grind it out. Outstanding staying after that possession. And then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Kicks it out to Rubio. Adams against Ayton. Back to Rubio. Bucket is good. Great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up. Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Dort. He's still scoreless so far in this one. They get it back. Gallinari, the layup off target.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Oubre, good.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more comfortable where he can score on the floor.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got 6 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And taken away by Johnson. One-on-one fast break. And that one's good, Ayton. He's got 8.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
DeAndre Ayton, he has been the guy making things happen for the Phoenix Suns. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some...
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but, like, we may lose a game here or there, but, you know, everybody's still, you know, happy for each other. You know,
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
On the attack right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Oklahoma City right now, Mike Muscala out there with Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ferguson in at the 3. And it's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Schroeder and the call. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal fouls.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here is Carter. Passes it to Baines. Here's Jerome. Carter for 3. Kept alive. The shot misses. Thunder trailing by 15. Here's Ferguson. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And Ferguson showing off a little bit of maybe that strength that we so often talk about he needs to put on.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams. Here's Diallo. Frank Kaminsky making his last shot and taken away by Johnson. And the dunk by Booker.
How about Devin Booker getting up to the rack?
Thunder trailing by 15. Diallo the pass to Muscala. Here's Ferguson, covered by Oubre. The jump hook. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Suns have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. For 3, Booker. It's held in by Diallo. And for the Thunder, they're shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Pass to Ferguson. Schroeder with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Ferguson misses.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Oubre, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Schroeder, Noel, and again, no good by Oklahoma City.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
No good from Booker. Thunder trailing by 17. It's Noel atop the key. Leans, and he comes up with the deuce. Noel's got his first points of the night.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Rubio against Schroeder. Rubio the pass to Kaminsky. Back to Booker. Kaminsky inside. Noel on him. Good work there as it goes. Kaminsky's got 4 this quarter.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
And Noel kicks to Ferguson. Schroeder passes to Noel. Back to Schroeder. And stolen by Booker. Kaminsky dishes to Johnson. With 3, Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists here tonight. Thunder trailing by 20. Schroeder passes to Noel. Oklahoma City moving the ball around, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. For Oklahoma City, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Alinari comes in for Muscala. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Diallo. And Paul subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. Offensive rebound. And now the Suns, a fast break. Here's Kaminsky. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Inside. Here's Paul. Off target with the jump hook. And so it's Phoenix with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And they've created... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Out in front at the half is Phoenix. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Simply a special.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Frank Kaminsky. And it's Baines in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Ball against Rubio. Kaminsky in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Such a huge advantage for Ricky Rubio to read plays before they happen.
Adams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Fires the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Rubio outside. Back to Booker. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good from Booker on the assist by Rubio. Rubio's got 5 assists tonight. Gallinari outside to the right side. Paul outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. Beyond the arc. They get it again. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the pass to Paul. Here's Adams. And finally they hit one. Adams has got his second basket.
Yeah, that 265 pounds out there, it's pretty solid. A wrecking ball.
Rubio against Paul. Fires the three. Another three for Phoenix.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
And Bones, Devin Booker capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills. Not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Saric comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Bridges is checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Paul for three. Connects from three-point range. Paul's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Thunder. Booker looking around. He kicks it to Ayton. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the wing on the left. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And the Suns making a change here. Jerome is checked in. And yes, it's good.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Carter dishes to Ayton. Back to Carter. 1:53 left to play in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. It's Schroeder with the drive. Misses from close range.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Saric, that's good.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Schroeder. And a miss there on the triple. Suns leading by 20. And Saric kicks to Carter. Releases. And it's Noel with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Saric. Here's Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Diallo, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Pass to Schroeder. Now here's Noel. He's covered by Ayton. Noel down low. Ayton's there. Offensive rebound. Phoenix leading by 22. Here's Saric. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Well, I like the effort there from Šarić on the jumper. Sees the defender, but still sticks with it.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Gallinari, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Gallinari on the wing. Now the feed to Noel. And here we go. Šarić, the fast break chance. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Šarić.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
And so it's Phoenix ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Gallinari, and it's Burton in at the 2-guard spot. And the shot goes down. Beasley's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Oklahoma City. Here's Akobo. Here's Diallo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Burton, the pass to Beasley. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I
my
was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Ouch. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Paul's checked in for Burton. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Paul goes in, and the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Trying to get open is Oubre. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. That's a 2 from Paul, and that time also a missed shot.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Rubio against Paul. Back to Booker. It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Dort. To the paint. Here's Nader. Good.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
The Suns have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Pass to Ayton. Rubio taking his time here. And the pass to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Paul outside to the inside and stolen by Ayton. The drive by Booker, and he lays it straight in. Booker's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
The shot by Nader, no good. Here's the Suns with the ball. This run now up to 13-2.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Phoenix.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeAndre Ayton.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Paul for 3. The shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Bridges finds Rubio. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bridges inside the three-point line. Misses the jumper. Here's Nader. Paul outside. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Carter for 3. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Dort. Back to Adams. Out to Gallinari. 6 to shoot. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got the first points on the scoreboard for Utah. Gallinari finds Paul, and it's good. 2 points.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Here's Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Despite his slim frame, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is showing enough strength to take the hit and complete the play.
Now, here's Mitchell. And he banks in the layup. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
So here's Gallinari. He dishes it to Adams. Ball against Conley. And it's good for 2.
The concentration and the body control CP3 possesses is just astonishing.
Jazz have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Thunder have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Adams with it, now defended by Mitchell. Gallinari passes to Adams, and the shot goes in.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Outside Bogdanovich. Mitchell in the corner. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And here we go. Here's Dort, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Kick out to Adams. Paul against Gobert. Paul surveying the floor. Gobert with the block.
The size and reach of Gobert making him a tremendous defensive anchor, protecting the paint.
Floats one up. The putback. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. And the wide open shot from Paul. No good on the triple. Jazz trailed by 4.
And such a great all-around player.
Hold on!
You gotta buckle up on that one. What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Now here's Diallo. Here's Noel, banked in off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Schroeder leading the charge. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Hands of Gobert are consistently moving, which is why he comes up with these steals.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Schroeder dishes to Noel. He gets that one. Noel's got his second basket of the game.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The offensive rebound, Noel. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And the rejection by Noel. Here's Schroeder. Off with the layup.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
At the end of one, a close. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently...
Everybody had their expectations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Davis is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Mitchell in at the 2-guard position. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Here's Schroeder following the basket by Emmanuel Mudiay. Here's Ferguson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Muscala, the pass to Noel. Back to Muscala. Shot clock at 5. Noel trying to break loose. Muscala misses. Utah leading. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Diallo. Schroeder against Mudiay. Now, here is Muscala. Tight defense on him. And it's Mudiay with the ball. He brings it up for the Jazz. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Davis against Noel. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Davis. Gobert's got the lead up to 3 now for Utah. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Muscala, the pass to Ferguson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's Mudiay. Passes to O'Neal. And the Jazz with some changes. Bogdanovich is checked in for Gobert. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Donovan Mitchell. For the Thunder. And Bogdanovich kicks to Clarkson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for O'Neal, and it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Here's Davis. That one, no good. Adams, some nice D. There's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's his first foul. Thunder trailing by 3. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. Kicks it out to Paul. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Now the dish to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Over Conley. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
They get the rebound. Davis, that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Paul. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Chris Paul did a nice job of using angles on that play. Got himself to the free throw line.
Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Oklahoma City shooting their first foul shot of the night. Free throw drops for Paul. There's 1:17 left to play here in the half. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell after Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it was good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Tries to keep it alive. And now Utah, fast break. Clarkson's running. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ferguson's checked in. And Bogdanovich kicks to Clarkson. On the wing, Ingles. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Gallinari with the steal. Paul goes in, and that one drops. 9 points for Chris Paul.
This is why Chris Paul is a winner. He is far from the biggest guy on the floor, but that does not keep him from being fearless on the drive.
So that'll be it for the first half. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
So the Thunder 5 right now. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. The Thunder have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Now here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Paul outside, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Pass to Adams. Gallinari in the corner. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Adams' shot is off.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Gobert finds Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. Conley with it. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Conley's got his first basket.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
A couple years ago, after making All-Rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. And that one is off. And the Thunder going the other way now. Here's Dort. Ingles covering. Bogdanovich against Adams. Down low. It's blocked.
Unlikely scenario. Joe Ingles times it perfectly. Comes up with the rare rejection.
And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. And there it is for him. Gallinari's got the lead up to 4 now for Oklahoma City.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Mitchell's shot is good.
From there, Mitchell's a legitimate scoring threat. Has a mix of creative finishes once he gets near the rim.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Utah. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Michael Conley. Here's Schroeder. The pass to Diallo. Out to the right wing. Here's Ferguson, guarded by O'Neal. Goes back up, tries from 10, and he overshot that one, missing.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Kicks it to Gobert. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. Now here's Mudiay. He's covered by Muscala. That shot off. Diallo inside. Pass to Noel. Back to Diallo. Drops in the layup for 2. Diallo's got his first basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense nowhere to be found.
And the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. 46 seconds left in the third. Ritter passes to Noel. Rebounded by the Jazz. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from O'Neal. For Oklahoma City, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Diallo the pass to Noel. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Schroeder, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Drawing contact inside. Dennis Schroeder using his reach and quickness to compensate for his height disadvantage.
Schroeder hits them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Now here's Mudiay, and the rejection by Noel. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Thunder lead by 4. And And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Jazz, Boudier out there with Clarkson. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Gobert in at the 5. And that one drops for him. Noel's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Oklahoma City. And stolen by Diallo. Muscala with the ball. Now defended by Moutier. Here's Schroeder. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Schroeder's got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City. Clarkson passes to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. First one falls for him. Joe Ingles is checked in for the Jazz. Mike Conley comes in for Emmanuel Moutier. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Diallo. The Thunder leading by 6. Schroeder, left side. O'Neal comes with the double team. Schroeder surveying the floor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 8.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
From deep Ingles. That shot is off.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Drops in the tray. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Mitchell, he's checked in for the Jazz. Out to Gallinari. Back to Paul. Feeds it to Adams. 9 feet out. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Conley into the lane. That one good for 2.
You won't find many players with the quickness of Mike Conley. He can dice you up.
Gobert against Adams. Here's Paul. Conley grabs the miss. Jazz trail by 11. Here's Mitchell. That's a basket. Is 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
The strength of Donovan Mitchell going downhill off contact, able to muscle it through.
Paul against Conley. Stolen by Mitchell. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Mitchell kicks to Ingles, and the layup is good.
This is the thing about Ingles. He's got the size and the strength to play with physicality.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari outside. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Conley against Paul. Gobert with the block. Pass to Ingles. Back to Mitchell. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Mitchell missing. The Thunder leading by 7. Paul goes in. It's good. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the thing about Paul, despite his listed size, he's comfortable operating inside.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Can't hit that one. Adams, some nice D. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Paul outside, stolen by O'Neal. Mitchell with it, now guarded by Gallinari. Here's Conley. Good work defensively by Paul. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Dort passes to Paul. Count that one.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. O'Neal passes to Gobert. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. To the paint. Ball stolen. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And that one is hammered home.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Krill's the three-pointer. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside, but we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Outside, Towns. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Dort gets it to go.
And I like how Paul constantly looks to set up his guys, knows how to orchestrate the offense with his passing.
Inside, got a piece of it. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. A drive by Paul. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. There's the pass to Adams. Back to Paul. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Right side, Russell kicks it out to Beasley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, when Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
Beasley hits them both. Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Adams. Gallinari in the corner. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Russell against Paul. Pulls from the top of the key. And Russell gets it to go.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Gallinari passes to Paul. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Beasley against Adams. Gallinari outside. Paul, no one around him. Tries again, and it's blocked. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Paul finds Gallinari, and the shot goes down.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And taken away by Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Beasley covering. Paul outside. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Paul's got 7 points. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And the dunk by Towns.
Good luck trying to keep Cat off the glass. Karl Anthony Towns loves mixing it up down low and getting after those second chances.
To the paint, Towns with the steal. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the first. Thunder have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills, too. Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Big group substitution now for Minnesota.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Passes it to Diallo. Ferguson kicks to Diallo. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Clock at 6. Towns with the steal. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
I think this is one of the great strengths in Towns' game. Very reliable shooter from the foul line. Forces the defense not to be too anxious to send him to the strike.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. Thunder trailing by 4. Schroeder outside. Noel. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Johnson. Here's Noel. Johnson outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings,
one thing we have to do is stop comparing us.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our 2nd quarter is underway. We've got Culver. James Johnson is out there with Lehman, and it's Reed in at the 5. Culver passes to Reed. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And Noel kicks to Ferguson. A steal.
And anytime you go cross court, there's some risk involved. Not at all surprised that one was stolen.
Pass to Culver. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Well, I tell you, this guy's speed is really something special for a guy of his size. Noel getting off the floor quickly and finishing with some real flair off that drive.
And stolen by Noel. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Muscala finds Diallo. Great D that time from Johnson. Minnesota in the lead. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Now here's Culver. He's guarded by Schroeder. 3 on the clock. Reed the pass to Lehman. For 3. Johnson. It's not going to go for him. And the Thunder going the other way now. And Noel kicks to Diallo. Back to Noel. The pass to Diallo. To the middle. Kicks it out to Schroeder. There's the feed to Noel. Culver with the steal. Out left to the wing. Down low. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Diallo.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a limited upside. Clark, do you see that?
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I think it's one way to look at it. I kind of look at it this way. You have to keep raising your basement so that your low is higher as you go through. And I do think he's got a pretty good upside. Most of it is going to depend on how he develops as a perimeter shooter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Noel. Alinari comes in for Muscala. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dort's checked in. And here is Paul. 7 points in the game. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Pass to Adams. Paul against Beasley. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Adams. Paul's got 9.
You know, it's really quite remarkable how well Paul operates on the inside. I mean, he's not just a perimeter player. I mean, if he can get in tight, he's going to do it.
Paul's knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Minnesota gets called for the foul. The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Paul passes to Dort. Back to Paul. Tries it from 19. The putback. It's good on the putback. Adams has got the lead up to 4 now for Oklahoma City.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Here's Towns. Lays it up and banks it in. 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Russell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Jacks up a 3. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter. Russell looking it over. Lots of room. The shot that time not on target.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Chris Paul has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. He was on the free. And that's a wrap with the 3rd.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Alinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Paul against Russell. Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back the ball. 5 on the clock. Oh, that's blocked. Second chance shot. Timberwolves trail by 5. Russell with it. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. From deep. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Oklahoma City shooting here about 46% for the game. And it's Paul missing.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Russell with it. Chris Paul covering. Russell dishes to Beasley. Russell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Towns. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Paul left side. Makes it off the glass. Paul's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Thunder. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind and the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable. And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball. Well, you know, Okogie has quickly proven himself to be a dynamic player. He flies around the floor looking for ways to help out his team at both ends, which is quite impressive for a young guy like him.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Noel. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Boy, Noel is just a long guy who creates a lot of problems for defenders. And he's very good at drawing fouls.
Minnesota making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now here's Culver. No points in the game yet for him. Reed the pass to Noel. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. The lead is 2. And Muscala has it in the corner. Schroeder outside. Feeds it to Noel. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Layman. The pass to Noel. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Noel. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Back to Johnson. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Back to Schroeder. Now here's Culver. He's tightly guarded. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And Muscala kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to Muscala. In the corner, it's Diallo. He dishes it to Noel. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked.
Well, I love how Culver uses his length and athleticism to deny shots.
Here's Noel. He's guarded by Diallo. Passes it to Lehman. And here's Culver. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Reed. And the rejection by Noel.
And Noel just staking his territory with his massive reach. That wingspan makes him an intimidating presence who covers a lot of ground quickly.
And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And when we... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Timberwolves shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Towns. Beasley is out there with Russell. Then it's James Johnson. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward.
They opened the gates and he came through. D'Angelo, quick recognition.
Over to the wing. It's stolen by Johnson. Now Russell. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Beasley finds Towns. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Towns has got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Paul with the bucket.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Now the pass to Towns. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Beasley with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. On up the court. And taken away by Paul. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Paul missing. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Outside, Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it's...
Oh!
Man. And when you're open, Paul will find you in a nanosecond. I mean, that's one thing that makes him really special.
Outside, Russell. Over Paul. Russell, no luck.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Paul outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's an example of Chris Paul reading the floor and being aggressive. The defense can't react quick enough, and he gets a trip to the line.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dort's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Okogie's checked in for Johnson.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. Gallinari with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. 3-pointer. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Got a piece of it. And there's the feed to Beasley. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Paul with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Paul's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Tell you what, it's pretty obvious why CP3 is the man they rely on in these big moments. I mean, he's courageous, fearless, and productive.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 1:29 left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
Yeah, more than half of their scoring has been through him. It hadn't been selfish either. That's the way they mapped this thing out. And they knew what a tough matchup he'd be for their D, so they just decided to ride it.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Ryan Saunders' huddle. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. We know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Culver, defended by Paul. Noel passes to Culver. Five on the clock. From outside the arc, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Kicks it out to Paul. To the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. Knocked away. Towns with the steal.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. It's good!
This is when some players pull in and tighten up a bit, but if you're talking about CP3, this is when it becomes fun for him.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Off the inbound. Oh, no good on the dunk.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Oakland. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Here we go. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander, they're up in the backcourt. Noel is out there with Gallinari, and it's Dort in at the 3. Out to Gallinari, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Passes to Okogie. Here's Reed. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Reed's got the first points here in the overtime period for Minnesota. To the inside. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari's got the game tied up here for the Thunder. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Attacking on the drive, and that's going to give Russell some free throws this time.
He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Johnson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Dort. Paul with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Rocket 2. Paul can't get it to go. Now the Timberwolves with it. The lead is 2. The kick out to Towns. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
In overtime here, a minute and a half off the clock. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Delivered by Beasley. And it's Paul missing. The Timberwolves shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Great communication on the alley-oop. Beasley's got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Towns with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. And there's the pass to Russell. He feeds it to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Towns. Paul outside. Takes the 3. Paul missing again.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And here's Russell. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. They had to scrape and... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward spot.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Paul for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns.
You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Paul for 3. The Thunder with another miss.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
The drive by Booker. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Pass to Dort. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the evening. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, the stretch 4 capabilities Danilo Gallinari brings to the table are huge in today's NBA. That shooting ability is always in demand.
Paul for 3. Rebound by the Suns.
And Monty Williams said offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
So here's Gallinari after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. Paul against Johnson. Paul's shot is off.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Adams' shot is off. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Booker finds Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Oubre outside. Rubio with it. Booker outside. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
2 points, that one goes.
Ooh, the burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
Now here's Booker. And the Suns miss again.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
That's a 2 from Paul. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He feeds it to Adams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. And the Suns making a change here as well. Saric is checked in. Schroeder passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot from 12. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Inside, Ayton. Chalk up 2 there. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Oubre kicks to Rubio. Here's Saric. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists now in this one. Schroeder outside. Gallinari in the corner. And the pass to Ferguson. Back to Gallinari. Shot to stop the run. The Thunder with another miss. Phoenix leading by 9. Booker left side. 32 seconds left in the first quarter.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
It's good.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
In the corner, it's Oubre. From deep three-point range. No good from Booker.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
To the middle. Here's Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ayton's got 6 points.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
And so it's Phoenix in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? We see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Diallo. And there's Nerlens Noel. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward.
That's their first of the game, though. So sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Down low. And it's Noel missing.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
It's deflected. A different look for Oklahoma City. Dortz checked in, and Chris Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Thunder trailing by 9. Out to the wing. Paul with the 3. Here's Dortz, defended by Carter. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, quick transition has Bridges positioned perfectly. Puts the nice finish on the transition opportunity.
Paul kicks to Muscala. Pass to Diallo. Paul against Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. That shot misses. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Diallo the pass to Dortz. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Carter kicks to Bridges. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Akobo, the pass to Carter. Baines against Noel. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. They grab their own miss. Pass to Kaminsky. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Suns shooting their first free throw tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's Jerome. Misses the 3. Under trailing by 14. Diallo inside. Johnson's there. Paul with the 3. Noel tips it back in. Noel's got his first points of the game.
Don't you love how Noel just sticks with it? Never gives up on the possession, working really hard for his guys.
Pass to Jerome. Now, here's Baines. Johnson, wide open, he fires. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Diallo the pass to Noel. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And honestly, you hope for more of this from Nerlens Noel moving forward. This guy must develop his interior game.
Here's Jerome. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The pass to Bridges. Here's Jerome. To the middle. It's tipped. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Diallo. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Carter against Paul. Over to the left wing. Pass to Baines. Tries from 10. And it's Noel with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Booker the pass to Baines. Ayton kicks to Johnson. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Paul.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Offensive rebound. Count the basket. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
This guy is used to drawing contact. Adams outworks and out-hustles anyone in his way.
They need this one. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a close game so far.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA. Things were going Phoenix's way from the beginning. They scorched the hardwood with an aggressive style. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Johnson fill out the wings. Inside, Saric and Baines. And it's Rubio in at the 1. No good from Booker.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
And really deep through that time. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
How about that? Devin Booker says anything you can do, I can do better. 3 in the books.
Here's Dort. He's guarded by Johnson. Johnson against Paul. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Suns leading. The drive by Booker. At the elbow, it's Saric. Booker against Paul. Johnson in the corner. Suns moving the ball around. Booker with no one around. Again, the miss by Booker.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You love to see him force the issue.
And the Suns here with a different look. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Muscala. The feed to Gallinari, and the layup's good off the glass. Gallinari's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City.
Confidence and composure in the paint. Danilo Gallinari from inside.
Saric finds Kaminsky. Oubre, no one around him. Out to Carter. Saric outside. Oubre passes to Kaminsky. Oubre on the wing. It's stolen by Muscala. In the corner, it's Diallo. 1:46 left to play in the third. Shooter passes to Muscala, and they take the lead. Muscala's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And slam dunk by Saric.
Wow, Dario Saric gets himself perfectly positioned, and that's an easy dunk.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari kicks to Diallo. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari on the wing. Shoots the three. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Oubre. The shot missing. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. The three. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Oubre. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. Oubre's got 4 this quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Gallinari down low, defended by Carter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Noel comes in for Gallinari. And Terrence Ferguson subbed in for Diallo. And the Suns also making a change. Ayton, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Pass to Jerome. Looking for Ayton, he gets it in there. Outside Carter. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Inside, here's Schroeder. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Schroeder's got his first bucket in this one.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Ferguson out there with Paul. Then it's Noel. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's George in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. And the basket by Rubio.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Back to Paul. This one for 3. No good. Shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Noel against Rubio. Back to Booker. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in. He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Paul against Rubio. Paul looking over the floor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
When Chris Paul gets into the teeth of the defense, make no mistake, this guy's in attack mode because he wants to go to the foul line.
The Suns making a change here.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Booker left side for the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, that's the bread, the butter, the main course. Booker's move in the catch and shoot money.
Noel passes to Adams. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
And there's the pass to Kaminsky. And stolen by Noel. Here's Ferguson. Lays it up off the glass. Ferguson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Here's Dort.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the first one at the line is good. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
Here's Ferguson, who's guarded by Johnson. And Noel kicks to Ferguson. Here's Paul. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play. Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment, no matter how big, no matter how small.
Suns have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Fires for 3. They get the rebound. Baines passes to Kaminsky. Booker outside. He dishes it to Baines. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gallinari. First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead. For the Thunder, Adams, he's checked in for Noel. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Terrence Ferguson.
Well, this game has the feel that it could come down to the wire, so that is just the kind of success they need to have at the foul line.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. And the rejection by Ayton. Oubre finds Ayton. Goes up, and Ayton throws it down. Thunder have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Paul passes to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul to end the run. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Oubre. 6 points for Ricky Rubio. Thunder trailing by 6.
This has reached desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it.
What a moment for Gilgeous-Alexander in the clutch. Yes, sir.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Booker. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Cole for 3. Oklahoma City the rebound. And it's Adams on the follow. And now just a 2-point Suns lead.
Boy, I love how hard Steven Adams works on the boards. Excellent timing for that putback.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, I think we know that Devin Booker is known for his shooting, but to me, guys, there's also the passing and the rebounding aspect that comes into play with him.
And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Paul kicks to Gallinari. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Oubre on the wing. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean,
We have the cameras on the Jazz team bus pulling in.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3. Gobert finds Bogdanovich. Gobert, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
Gallinari attacking to the inside. Oklahoma City moving it around. Gobert with the block.
The size and reach of Gobert making him a tremendous defensive anchor, protecting the paint.
Adams, and he can't bank that one in. About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Conley. Thunder with the rebound.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
And he sinks the second. The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Conley dishes to Mitchell. Yep, it counts.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Gobert, the shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Gobert's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Dort. Ingles covering, and Dort gets it to go. Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Mitchell kicks to Conley. On the wing, Ingles. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Stand with it, and Gobert with the high-flying tip dunk.
Paul with the ball, now defended by Gobert. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Pass to Mitchell. Gobert down low. Adams defending. Back to Ingles. Inside. And again, it's Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 8 points.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Bogdanovich against Gallinari. Gobert with the block, and he recovers it. Mitchell looking it over. Out to the wing. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the first. Offensive rebound. Gobert can't hit. Under trailing by 5. The drive by Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to free himself up. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. Dort's got his second basket of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Mitchell wide open. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Dort. Ingles covering. Here's Gallinari. The 7-footer falls.
So much of his offense is perimeter-oriented. Good to see Gallinari attack inside.
Pass to Ingles. And Bogdanovich kicks to Conley. Knocked loose. Ball outside, down low. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. Paul can't get it to go. And here is Conley. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Gobert the pass to Conley. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Takes a three. Good on the triple.
With unlimited range, Bogdanovich forces you to extend your defense.
Paul fires from way outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Utah with their lead standing at 6.
I want all the bags, I want all the bags.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Muscala, Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Noel. And it's Ferguson in at the small forward position. Utah with the ball, following the score by Oklahoma City. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Noel down low. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Noel. Clarkson on the wing. Launches a three. Davis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Diallo. He can't get it to go. So Utah will take it the other way. Passes it to Clarkson. Back to O'Neal. Feeds it to Mudiay. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Thunder trailing by 4.
And the thing that stood out for me last year about Mudiay, his shot selection was much improved.
It was, GA. A career high from the field. He was solid also from three. Still, he needs to clean up that turnover category. But we have to remember, he is still very young despite how long we've been talking about him.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. Utah's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Diallo. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, Coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the rejection by Noel. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. The pass to Schroeder. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 4.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Pass to Diallo. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Noel in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
3 on all counts. Back to Moutier. 5 to shoot. Davis kicks to Clarkson. Trying to get open is Davis. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 5.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. 27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Diallo finds Noel. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Clarkson to the wing right side. O'Neal misses. Now Diallo. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach out. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is the first quarter was all about Rudy Gobert. He had 10 points, 6 rebounds, and that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. On the wing, Mitchell to the middle. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. He's got 12.
And as Rudy Gobert has been adding bulk, he's only getting better at finishing through contact.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Ingles in the corner. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
Paul outside. Kick out to Adams. Paul against Conley. From 11 feet away, and that one hits back iron.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
To the paint. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot, and there's the nice layup by Adams. Adams has got his second bucket of the night.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Mitchell finds Ingles. Conley with a wide open look. No good on the three. Oklahoma City trailing. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And it goes down 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Ingles. No good on the shot. Adams, some nice D. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Dort outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari against Bogdanovich. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams, and that one good. Adams has got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Here's Gobert out to Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. Nailed from three-point land. Mitchell's got 5 now.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Paul dishes to Adams. The 10-footer. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Adams. Paul's got his second basket.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace has picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Conley against Paul. Adams in the corner. Up and in on the layup. He's got 8.
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him.
Pass to Gobert. On the wing, Ingles. The drive by Gobert. Doesn't go, only his 3rd miss in 9 tries. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. Diallo, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. And Utah also making a switch. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mike Conley. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Ferguson, guarded by O'Neal. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Stolen by Clarkson. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ingles passes to Gobert. Ingles dishes to O'Neal. Now, here's Mitchell, guarded closely.
High character kid, well spoken. In fact, Mitchell's pre-draft interviews helped him rocket up the board.
Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Clarkson, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Thunder out in front. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander, they're up in the backcourt. Nerlens Noel is out there with Mike Muscala. And it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Ingles in the corner from the arc. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ferguson misses. Jazz trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gilgeous-Alexander against O'Neal. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Schroeder against Mitchell. Here's Noel. O'Neal with the rebound. And so Gobert will bring it up for Utah. Ingles passes to Gobert. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Schroeder dishes to Muscala. Back to Schroeder. Here's Ferguson, guarded by O'Neal. Here's Noel. That shot missing. Gobert with the defensive effort. Ingles kicks to O'Neal. Kicks it out to Mitchell. It's stolen by Schroeder. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Utah with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Now the pass to O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert trying to get open. A shot by Clarkson, no good. The Thunder leading by 4. Pass to Muscala. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Utah making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Noel. Stolen by Clarkson. Mitchell against Schroeder. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I just don't know how you defend Donovan Mitchell. He's a dangerous offensive player, and he's learning how to get to the free throw line.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams comes in for Noel. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Utah.
When they need a score, Shea is willing to put the offense on his shoulders.
Jazz trail by 5. Out to the right wing. Back to Conley. .158 left in the 4th quarter. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. The drive by Gobert. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Paul, right side. 1:35 left to play in the final quarter. And there it is for him.
Remains calm and collected. Adams refuses to let the moment be too big.
Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Conley. The trade. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Paul. Passes it to Dort. Gallinari against Bogdanovich. Gallinari dishes to Adams. Gobert with the defensive effort. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. Here's Dort. Drive by Adams. Over Gobert. Adams missing again.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
It's blocked. Ball outside. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the 4th, but they recover it. And Adams kicks to Gallinari. Ball outside. 6 on the shot clock. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Adams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
It
have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
So we see the Thunder get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.